Well, I want to introduce you to Jack Grandcolas. You may have met him before on TV, on A&E, or on History Channel. Jack's story is pretty shocking. He lost his wife and his unborn child on Flight 93 on September 11th, 2001. And since that time, it's been a long road to recovery, but he's also helped many people at the same time. He's got a new book out. It's called Like a River to the Sea. Jack, good morning.
Good morning to you, Tom.
So let's start at the beginning of the story here. Can you walk with us and tell us how you found out?
Yeah, this time of year, a lot of people want to remember, which is very nice. It's nice that no one is forgotten. In my particular case, we were a normal couple. As you mentioned, we were expecting our first child, and Lauren had gone to New Jersey for her grandmother's funeral. And she decided to stay a few extra days to reveal that she was 3 months pregnant. That was Lauren. She just wanted to uplift her family with good news during a time of mourning their grandmother. And so she was returned in the morning of September 11th, and she got on United Flight 93, which was unusual because she never really arrived at an airport early, but in this case, in this day, she did. I was asleep at home on the West Coast, and we had the ringers off upstairs, so I didn't hear her first two messages because they were on the machine downstairs. Mm-hmm. And I woke, like most people on the West Coast, to the horrors of the Twin Towers, wondering what was going on. My first thought was that Lauren's plane would be grounded. Her sister Vaughn called me, and that's when I kind of got a shiver down my spine that something was wrong, because Vaughn had not heard from Lauren other than a message that said she was on an earlier flight. And so I went downstairs to listen to the messages, and the first one was Lauren telling me that she's on an earlier flight, excited to get home. And then the next message, and as I turned the TV on, was from Lauren from the flight. It was after the flight had been commandeered. She was calm and very, very loving. At that time, I think the passengers had been planning the revolt. They knew what was going on. And as I saw the scene of a crater in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, and heard Lauren's message, it just dropped me to the floor.
And that voice message, too, was strong. She was about to lead a group to take down the terrorist that was piloting the plane. The passengers just took a vote as to who will lead and who will plan.
Well, exactly. I mean, that's the most incredible thing about the story of Flight 93 is they were all strangers. The manifest showed a very diverse group of individuals, young, old, straight, gay, male, female, mothers-to-be. And they rallied like American people do when there's a cause. And she was the middle daughter of a football coach, so it was in her DNA to kind of be a leader or strong, but she also left a loving message as to, don't worry about me and make sure you live on. It's a lifelong mission to remind people about the courage and the bravery of the passengers and crew on United Flight 93. What they did was absolutely amazing. You think of that field and you compare it to the other three crash sites, and you realize they not only stopped further carnage and symbolic carnage at the Capitol or the White House, but they chose to execute a revolt over an open space, over a field, so that, if they weren't successful, they weren't going to kill anybody on the ground.
Yeah. They had a mission, and they followed through with it. And that's something that to be remembered from there. And I'm sure that's something that you can remind yourself each and every day as you've gone through this for 21 years now. Lauren also had a publishing agreement at that point in time, right? And she has a book that's been out now that's helping other women find inspiration and be strong as well, correct?
That's right. She was working on a book it was called You Can Do It. And it was kind of an adult extension of the Girl Scouts merit badge. And in each chapter is an expert telling you how to learn to skydive or scuba dive or garden or cook or whatever it is, just to add to your resume of experience so that you will gain confidence and grow as a person, because that was who Lauren was. And she wanted to share that because she was a selfless person. She always shared everything that was good for others.
Jack Grandcolas joining us here on Morgan in the Morning, and his incredible story is featured in his new book, Like a River to the Sea, Heartbreak and Hope in the Wake of United 93. It's a salute to the heroes of Flight 93 on September 11th and also how he's been healing since that tragic day.
If you have trauma in your life, seek mental health. There's nothing more important, and it's very easy. They're professionals for a reason, and they can help you.
Jack Grandcolas, thank you so much for your time, my friend.
My pleasure, Tom. Thank you, and God bless.